Hello and welcome back to Let's Talk Movies. If you are new here, like and subscribe for future content. Well, it's come across that there's been a few instances over the weekend regarding Captain Marvel and if Disney is lying about the box office numbers. Now, this is coming from Cosmic Book News, where again, Cosmic Book News is a bit like CBR and comicbook.com and all these other websites where they hate things, and obviously, and certain websites like them and back and forth and stuff like this. But way before Cosmic Book News even started doing this article, there were rumours going around that Disney was actually buying up theatres and tickets. So we're just going to have a little look at this article from Cosmic Book News. Disney lying about Captain Marvel box office numbers. So, it goes on to state, more controversy hits the net surrounding Captain Marvel as it is suggested that Disney may be faking the numbers and lying about the film's high box office reported to be $153 million domestically with a $455.7 million global haul. So, it goes on to state, obviously, users on social media have been posting screenshots of their local movie theatres where screenings for Captain Marvel are empty. I can also add that none of my local theatres had sold out shows, including the Thursday previews, with 3D screenings being particularly empty. That I noticed. Conservative author Jack Posobiec, is that how you say his surname? If it's not, I apologise, who called for the Captain Marvel boycott, posted the following video on Twitter, which has received nearly 50,000 views, questioning what is going on here. And while there's the video, shows, here's my local theatre on Friday night before the 10:20 Captain Marvel showing. Wow, empty. But I'm not trying to defend Captain Marvel or Disney with that, but over here in the UK, well, because I live in Cardiff, we have 3 cinemas and they are big cinemas, but normally between 10 and midnight, they normally look like this anyway, A lot of people are going in for the earliest showings, but saying that, I did notice on Friday morning, so midnight Thursday, that there was a lot of empty seats going in the Odeon here in Cardiff, where we have the IMAX screen, and also we have a lot. I think altogether, Captain Marvel had 8 out of 12 screens here in the Cardiff Odeon, which, again, not all of them were full. There has been issues where you can literally just walk in and choose the seat you want, which a lot of people like to do, because obviously you can get the best seats. So, Cosmic Book News then goes on to say, the video shows screenshots from Twitter users who note, here's my local theatre on Friday night before I get the 10:20 Captain Marvel showing. Wow. Another user posted, the 3 Saturday evening showings for my local are almost empty. Identity politics marketing, Brie Larson, rumours of Captain Marvel being ham-fisted into Endgame over established characters, it's killed any buzz. With that is what myself and a lot of other people have actually been going on about, mostly because we've seen this and it's not exactly great, and it has ruined, well, it hasn't ruined because no one's seen the Endgame yet, but if Captain Marvel comes into Endgame after 11 years of stories and only literally 50 days before Endgame and she destroys Thanos, then it's kind of destroyed 11 years of stories. Because, they keep going on saying that Endgame is the build-up and the end of a decade's worth of stories. That's a hell of a lot of stories, 21 movies in as well, and if she comes in and she's the one who destroys Thanos, then it would suck, to be honest with you. It would suck if she comes in and she's the one who destroys Thanos because she's only been out for a month. And, if they wanted to go that way, they could have brought her in about 5 to 6 years ago is when they should have released a Captain Marvel movie. They could have embedded her in a couple of other films, cameos here, cameos there. They could have had her in Age of Ultron at the very end, which I think there was an inkling and a rumour going around that she was actually meant to be in it, but then they postponed it. And then obviously they were meant to release it last year, but then they never. And now it's coming out this year. And it's just over a month before Endgame. But, he does state as well, carries on. I'm really not complaining, but 3 Star Wars movies and now Captain Marvel in empty cinema. This must be how Bob Iger lives life. Another added about the Disney CEO. You do have people going on, saying now, they don't work Fridays, almost empty cinemas for Marvel, hell yes. Parking lot for Captain Marvel, 90% empty today, just like it was Thursday at 7 theatres. I checked when the media lied and said it did $20 million. Thank you. Next, another fan tweeted. It does, again, no one will ever know if Disney is actually lying and they have faked the box office numbers. That'll never come out. But the Hollywood trade site Deadline did fib about the flick's initial numbers when it claimed Captain Marvel brought in over $160 million in an attempt to put down the trolls. The site also initially reported the Chinese box office numbers incorrectly, as they reported it to be the number 2 MCU movie in China, but it actually came in at number 3, and now it is learned it is fading fast in China. Obviously, Deadline was spinning the numbers to make Captain Marvel look a lot better than it is to create hype in an attempt to get more people to see the movie. Just like I said they were doing while I reported the correct numbers. So, if it's fading in China, then again, this is all just hearsay and rumour, and it's coming from Cosmic Book News. But if it is fading in China and it's fading fast, it's not going to really make it that much more money in China, but it's I stick by my word. I've always said it'll do between 650 and 850 million. If it does 900 million, great. That's fantastic. Again, first female-led Marvel movie's done that, so it does go to show that there is interest, I suppose is the word, for female-led superhero films. But we already knew this because we had Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman was brilliant. If you are new to the channel, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for the ding, and we'll see you soon.